Hey YouTube, what's up? I'm Shai from Grokit with another lesson, this time about the C Dorian mode. And please, as usual, like and subscribe so we can keep giving you cool, interesting content, and I would love to hear from you in the comments. So let's get into it. Let's get the sound of that C Dorian scale. It sounds kind of like this. Okay, so I hope you get the idea. Let me clarify how I actually think about it. I do the following things when I learn a mode like that. First is first. I know that it's my tonic chord, the 1, 3, 5, 7 of the mode is C minor 7, and I know the harmonic functions, meaning it has a 1, 9, flat 3, 11, 5, 13, and 7. So I'm really thinking in numbers. And I also know the relationship to the parent scale, which is a whole step down to B flat major, which means that B flat major has precisely the same accidentals as C Dorian. So they both have B flat and E flat. And the way I use this is simply by, I'm taking my B flat major maps, and I'm simply updating the numbers. So in B flat, the notes correspond to 1, 9, 3, 11, and so on and so forth. But in C Dorian, the meaning changes completely because B flat is no longer the 1, it's the 7. C is the tonic, and so on. So what I'm doing really is using my maps from the major scales, but using my meanings from my knowledge of numbers. So that's the first thing I know, and the way I practice my numbers is I put on the playback and I try to land on specific numbers. For example, I'll try to land on 9s and 13s. So being very, very aware of the special colors of the scale, which in this case are the 13 predominantly, and of course I love the 9, 11, and 13, is a first shortcut to getting a better sound out of it. The second thing I love doing is really using the upper structures, which means I can use all the chords that are hidden in the scale. So if it's triads, it's the triads of the B flat major scale. Or I can think of them as 7th chords. And what I do basically is I try to spend time improvising on the arpeggios of all the scale degrees against C Dorian, something like this. So basically what I did there is just work around all the 7th chords, the B flat major 7, C minor 7, D minor 7. I played solos using that arpeggio specifically all around the Dorian, and that helps me a lot. So that's another trick. And the final trick I'll mention is that basically thinking of the C Dorian scale is equivalent to thinking of C minor 7 and a D minor triad. So if you need a shortcut to get into all the tensions, then just use the D minor triad or a minor triad above your C minor chord or your minor chord in general. That sounds like this. Okay, so let me summarize the points for you. A, learn the numbers. It's good to sing them. It's good to know them by heart. Learn the parent scale. That's a second important thing. And finally, learn all the possible upper structures, because that's all very, very helpful. And if you've made it thus far, again, please hit me up with comments, like, subscribe. And I hope you've enjoyed this and this helps you get a grasp on modes. Bye, guys.